Warm, warm welcome to the Light Warrior Collective. My name is Inken, and I'm super grateful to be one of your hosts of the Light Warrior Collective. Every Sunday at the same time, we open our hearts, our safe space, our space of inspiration for you, because we truly believe that it's very important to pause, to take a moment for yourself and to go inward and to practice self-care, because these times are fast, they are very outside happening, and very often we forget these moments for ourselves. So since many years, connection, co-creation, and consciousness have been our seeds, our booster to serve you in this very unique way. And we want to say thank you today to all of you who join us on a regular basis, or if this is your first time, thank you very much. We are grateful to have you with us. Gratitude is definitely, I feel, one of the most powerful essences that there are in the world. And we love to remind you today to be grateful. And I'm super grateful for this lovely shining light that is guiding us today through this very powerful session and is reminding all of us how important gratitude and being grateful is. I feel sometimes when life is really difficult and things are not going the right way, I very often come back to gratitude, and I really take my time to sit down and I'm tapping into what I can be grateful for. And the beauty is of the life, no matter what's happening, there's still things that we can be grateful for. And this is such a great support, I truly believe. And today's session is a shower for all of you, a gratitude shower for all of you for showing up for yourself, for being with us. And without further ado, I hand it over to my dear friend Jen. I love you, I'm grateful for you, and we are all yours.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you to everyone who is here today. And for those on the replay, it is my wish that you get a nugget, a little something, and know that this is for you, all of you. And it's true, though. Sometimes you don't know what you've got until it's gone. And we've all heard that expression, and many of us can relate to it. Take, for instance, a power outage, a broken arm, an illness, or a loved one. Isn't it when things go away or are lost that we most feel their importance? Never take anything for granted. And how can we better learn to take nothing, no thing for granted? With gratitude. Gratefulness takes root in our heart and our senses. It's the key to a happy life. Living gratefully means choosing to focus your time and attention on what you appreciate and the growth from what we've overcome and the lessons learned. Living gratefully connects us to the great fullness of life. Think of the driver who yielded when you realized you were in the wrong lane. Think of the fact the sun rose this morning, giving us a new day ahead. Or the trees, which freely provide fruit or shelter. All the plants that clean our air for us. And the ecosystems and animals, and even down to our very own pets, who become beautiful examples of being in the present, living in the moment, and showing us unconditional love. Appreciation softens us. Gratitude can soothe over turbulent minds. Appreciating wonderfully ordinary things, great and small, that we may otherwise take for granted. And gratitude can help us see that not everything is terrible, not all the time. Sometimes we get caught up in the busyness of life, and even though we are surrounded by rich abundance, We mindlessly whirl into autopilot, losing sight of life's wonders. Sometimes we may encounter the pitfalls of gratitude. Have you ever picked up somebody else's socks, stayed late at work for a project or to help out, held the door for someone who didn't acknowledge you? When no one bothers to thank you, how do you feel? And contrary, who do you fail to thank? Let's explore some of the pitfalls of gratitude. What may inhibit gratitude from our lives and relationships? Perhaps it's fear. What if there's not enough? Scarcity. There is not enough. More is better. It's not enough yet. Desperation. I'd better get mine. Envy and comparison. I wish I had theirs. Entitlement. I deserve this and more. Denial. I wish none of this were true. Self-depreciation. I am not enough. And expectations. It should have been different than this. For example, possessions or health are expectations that many people, rather than consider as blessings, that are appreciated. And for many, gratitude is replaced by disappointment or anger or resentment when those blessings don't appear or if they disappear. It is Thanksgiving in Canada, and several other countries celebrate a holiday like Thanksgiving as well. Thanksgiving holiday, broadly explained, is a day to give thanks, traditionally celebrating material abundance through feasting. Thanksgiving is important as a designated time assigned to encourage us to pause, be mindful of the blessings we have. Yet if there's pressure to feel grateful at certain times of the year, like Thanksgiving or Christmas or other holidays, or if you view it as a situation that creates debt or feelings of obligation, this can contribute to feelings of stress. Remember, these pitfalls are relatively minor compared to the overwhelming benefits of practicing gratitude. Gratitude in its simplest form is free. Making an effort to cultivate a sense of gratitude is something worth adding, not only around a special holiday, but in our daily lives. So then, how do you identify the positive when it seems like these inhibitions come up? First, acknowledge what is good in your life. Affirm that all in all, life is good. And second, recognizing that the source of this goodness lies outside of ourselves. The Creator, God, universe, perhaps other people, animals. Recognize the goodness and who to thank for it. Gratitude is dynamic. It is so much more than being thankful. It is a way of thinking. It is an attitude and a posture of living. Gratitude is both a state and a trait. As a trait, one practices gratitude as part of their daily life. It is considered a character strength, and it can be cultivated with awareness and practice. As a state, it's an emotion like appreciation. It is something you feel. It is a sense of happiness and thankfulness, usually in response to a fortunate happenstance, or a tangible gift, or someone expressing gratitude for them. Let's look at the iceberg of gratitude. When we consider what we are grateful for, profound life experiences and events come to mind first. Perhaps our job, our education we're thankful for, our good health, our upbringing, our families, or our children. Our gratitude practice, though, must venture below the surface. This is where we find the almost forgotten, simple, everyday pleasures that often go unnoticed. For example, a great book we made time to read, a laugh with a friend, the joy of eating ice cream in the sunshine. Expressing our gratitude for the little things can help our gratitude practice grow beyond the surface. Why is it important to be grateful? Gratitude is strongly related to well-being. The positive effects of experiencing and expressing gratitude are vast. Gratitude is known to be beneficial with social well-being, emotional well-being, and psychological and physical well-being. The feelings of gratitude and expressing gratitude can manifest as a warmth that softens tense situations and builds trust and strengthens relationships. Gratitude blocks emotions such as envy, resentment, regret, or depression, which can destroy our happiness. The many benefits of gratitude include better sleep and mood, decreased stress, higher self-esteem, stronger relationships, and greater life satisfaction. Gratitude is all about appreciating the people, the things, the moments, the skills, or the gifts that bring us joy, peace, growth, or comfort in our lives. Gratitude has a ripple effect. People who are thanked are more likely to extend kindness to others in the future. It is one thing to be grateful. It is another to give thanks. Gratitude is what you feel. Thanksgiving is what you do. There is always something to be thankful for. So how do we put gratitude into our life? Gratitude can be demonstrated in many ways. Being grateful in its simplest form is simply saying, thank you. Or it can be indicated in a more elaborate practice. Let's explore some of these practices. As mentioned before, gratitude, being grateful in its simplest form, is to say thank you, acknowledging that we recognize something kind has been done for us. We can go a next step and put gratitude in a written letter that conveys appreciation for someone in your life or for something you've received in the form of a tangible gift or exceptional service received that has had an impact on us. I recently gave my neighbor a picture that I had printed into a wall print for her as art for her wall. And it was the evening of northern lights above her house. And the picture turned out well, enough so that it turned out to a beautiful piece of art. And I chose to gift it to her. And I actually received a thank you note for it. And many of us have heard of a gratitude journal. This involves writing down a few things you are thankful for. It can be as easy as completing the sentence, I'm so happy and thankful for. Meditation is another good gratitude practice, focusing attention on people or things we are grateful for. And savoring. Observe and savor the moment. Become aware of the present moment and all the nuances of it. Use your senses. Take a moment to focus on how good you are feeling. Smile and enjoy this feeling. The increased awareness of pleasurable sensations lies at the heart of savoring. Savoring is the capacity to notice, appreciate, enhance, and prolong the positive experience with deliberate awareness of positive emotions and fully appreciate them. It is to be mindful, fully present in the moment, and use all of your senses. For example, this is a picture of a watermelon salad I had when I was in Amsterdam. I noticed immediately the creative beauty in this presentation. It was like a feast for my eyes. And with each delicious bite, appreciating the expertise of the chef who combined the flavors of the ingredients in just the right proportions to delight my taste buds. I savored every bite until the very last one. That experience for me was not only about food, but also about the quiet rest and relaxation in my comfortable seat in the restaurant where I could also enjoy the view. Savoring for the chocolate lover might be the exquisite piece of chocolate or your favorite truffle. For the coffee lover, perhaps it's your morning coffee. For nature lovers, it's a visual wonder for the eyes as the sun rises at dawn when the day is still young and still. Savoring can be the moments of a relaxing bath, a stroll in the sunshine on a beautiful day, or a stirring piece of music or art. Savoring exerts efforts to be fully present at certain moments by deliberately directing attention to the pleasant experience and noticing with our senses the enjoyable nuance and appreciating it. Opportunities can be found everywhere, even in the most mundane tasks. Just learn to stop, notice, and enjoy, and feel the appreciation for things that bring you joy, peace, love, and connection. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. No matter how small or how great the gesture of gratitude is, it is essential to show thankfulness in our everyday lives. Gratitude is the ability to experience life as a gift. Grateful living reminds us that life is a gift. Live as if nothing is promised to you. Look around you and look inside yourself. Appreciate the ordinary as extraordinary. Notice beauty, nourish love. Be surprised, be in awe, be in wonder. Recognize your privileges, open your heart, share your blessings. It is not happiness that makes us grateful. It is gratefulness that makes us happy. If you've not had a gratitude practice before, perhaps start with once a week and then slowly increase from there. And for now, I'd like us to go on a little gratitude practice right now. And I invite you to take your pens and paper out, grab your journal, and I will lead you on a little gratitude exercise. For this exercise, I will share some prompts. Each prompt is worded intentionally to recognize that you are grateful you get to do or be with or enjoy these things. If it helps you, you can complete this sentence. I am grateful I get to. Think of someone you get to spend time with. Perhaps it's a good friend, your partner, a child, your pet. And then from a place of gratitude, think of something new you get to try. Life can feel stagnant at times. Trying new things can keep life feeling fresh and exciting. It can also help you gain confidence through learning new information and skills. Write about something new you get to try. For example, I am grateful I get to learn German with my Rosetta Stone app. And from a place of gratitude, write something you get to do. Perhaps it's something you do regularly without realizing it, or perhaps something you are bringing into your reality. Some examples could be you get to have dinner with a friend, or you get to travel to a new country you've not been to yet. Or even, I get to work from home. And next, from a place of gratitude, think of the places you go regularly, but change the perspective to the places I get to go. Perhaps it's your child's school, for an event. Perhaps it's your favorite grocery store that carries the freshest produce. For me, I get to go to the hangar where I work, a place where I'm immersed in all things helicopter and aviation, and I can level up my career. Or perhaps think of a new place you get to go, like a nice restaurant you've always wanted to try, or perhaps a new park, or a hike, or a trail. And for the last one, from a place of gratitude, write a decision you get to make. This is a good gratitude exercise because it also improves trust in yourself and confidence in your decisions. For example, a decision of where to live, how you get to spend your time, who you spend your time with, whether or not you choose to have a child, or a decision of having a pet in your life. Perhaps it's a decision of letting someone or something go that no longer serves you. And feel free to visit these questions on your own time. Perhaps this can be your journaling exercise or your gratitude practice. Gratitude is the key to a happy life. When practiced daily, it can have a snowball effect. You never know the full reach of the positive effects of your gratefulness will have on others or the future impact it has. Gratitude is a choice. Choose to be grateful. And I invite you now to sit in a comfy place, and I'll lead you on a little meditation. I invite you to sit. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. Imagine a light from above. Its warmth, as it descends on you, is like a comforting hug. Relax your eyes, your forehead, your ears, your cheeks, and your jaw. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Let this light in And as it relaxes you, you feel your back relax, your arms relax, all the way down to your fingers. Your body relaxes, your hips, your legs. Relax your knees and your feet, all the way down to your toes. Imagine this light as it goes down through your root to the deep part center of the earth, to Mother Earth, where she sends her energy back up through this channel of light, connecting you now as above and below. Let this light enter your heart space. Anchor your awareness now on the heart. Feel all of the subtle sensations you feel in your heart area. May there be a warmth or a coolness. There may be a pulsing or tingling, energetic flow. Is there pressure or spaciousness? Just notice whatever sensations are present. Introduce the feeling of being grateful. A gentle smile forms as you sit in the warm glow of gratitude. Offer gratitude to Source of all that is and all that shall be. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the gift of air that sustains us. Thank you for blessing us with another day of life. Thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for providing me with the basic necessities of life. Thank you for healthy food. Thank you for the healthy soils that grow fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, and seeds. Thank you for the clean water to drink and wash in. Thank you for my home. Thank you for the clothes I wear and that I have abundant variety. Thank you for restful sleep. Thank you for my friends. I feel loved and supported by them. Thank you for community and my ability to serve others. Thank you for providing me with gifts, talents, and time that allow me to contribute to the well-being of others. Thank you for the warmth and light of the sun. Thank you for the life-giving rains. Thank you for my body, just as it is. Thank you for my body's ability to heal and repair itself. Thank you for my body's illnesses and afflictions that help me cultivate empathy for others, that help me go deeper spiritually, and helps me appreciate the health I do have. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my body and mind's abilities to rest and rejuvenate. Thank you for the beauty and wisdom of nature. Thank you for the splendor of flowers. Thank you for the magnificence of trees. Thank you for the elegance of clouds. Thank you for the puffy, joyful clouds, for the sun-blocking clouds, for the wispy clouds. Thank you for the peace of still waters. Thank you for the joy of babbling brooks. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the animals of the world and the beauty, wisdom, joy, playfulness, and love of life they exhibit. Thank you for the grandeur of starry skies. Thank you for the graceful moon. Thank you for the twinkling stars. Thank you for the gentle snow. Thank you for the driving rains. Thank you for the cooling breezes. Thank you for the strong winds that power windmills. Thank you for silence. Thank you for the oceans and the seas. Thank you for forests. Thank you for the mountains. Thank you for the beaches. Thank you for my problems. Thank you for giving me problems that help me grow spiritually. Thank you for giving me problems that help me deepen my self-compassion. Thank you for giving me problems that help me deepen my compassion for others. Thank you for problems that help me identify where I still cling to judgment, greed, and falsehoods. Thank you for helping me shed my ego and live from more truth and love. Thank you for giving me all that I need to learn, grow, love, and enjoy life. Thank you for all the gifts, skills, talents you have blessed me with. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for compassion. Thank you for forgiveness. Thank you for peace. Thank you for joy. Thank you for appreciation. Thank you for love. Thank you for freedom. Thank you for inner silence, stillness, and spaciousness. Thank you for helping me shed my ego and live from more truth, love, and service. Thank you for the courage to live with authenticity. Thank you for my capacity to love myself and others unconditionally. Thank you for vibrant energy. Thank you for inner wisdom. Thank you for healthy boundaries. Thank you for all the many blessings. Thank you for the capacity to love and be loved. Thank you for my connection with all that is. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. Thank you for blessing me with another day of life. Thank you for the gift of life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I invite you to gently wiggle your fingers. Slowly come back to your body and awareness. Wiggle your toes. Stretch, reaching super high if that feels good for you. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Namaste.